Hey everyone, Steve Malloy here. The corrupt lamestream media is all abuzz today with sensational headlines about a new study from the journal Science claiming to link insecticide use with dead babies, 1,334 of them to be exact. It's classic junk science. The study story goes like this. A fungus killed bats in the central and eastern U.S. from the mid-2000s to the late 2010s. Since bats eat insects, fewer bats meant more insects. More insects meant farmers used more insecticides on crops. The study correlated increased use of insecticides with increased infant mortality during the time period and region studied. What the study didn't do, however, is show that any of the alleged infant deaths had anything to do with insecticides. There is no evidence that any of the infants had been exposed to the insecticides the farmers were using. There are no medical determinations by coroners that insecticides caused any of the infant deaths. The study is just a statistical correlation study, and we all know that correlation is not causation. It is just coincidence. Moreover, if a researcher dredges enough data, he's certain to come up with some sort of correlation. In statistics, this is called the multiple testing fallacy. It's important to keep in mind that we've been using synthetic pesticides for more than 80 years. There is not a single example of anyone being harmed by the legal application of a pesticide. More than 30 years ago, the National Research Council published a report on pesticides in the diets of infants and children. The report was not produced by the food or agriculture industry. It was produced by the green activist government complex. That report was not able to cite a single case of harm caused to any child by pesticides, because there's been none. And keep in mind that the report covered an era when farmers were allowed to use much more toxic pesticides in a much less regulated manner than today. If no child was harmed then, it's highly unlikely that any child is being harmed now. Does anyone believe that insecticides killing 1,334 babies would go unnoticed today by anyone? Mere statistical correlations with no supporting exposure data or biological plausibility is hardly something worth publishing. But when you see it in a prestigious journal like Science magazine and touted in all the major media, that is a sure sign of agenda-driven junk science. Stay up with the latest in junk science. Follow me on X @junkscience and at my website junkscience.com. Thanks for watching.